Day one of the Pope lying in state, and crowds flocked to the Vatican.
I just want to say thank you. It's a special place to be, and so we're willing to make that commitment and wait in line for 4 hours.
Queenslanders Carly Wallace and Cody Bedford were on their dream Roman holiday when they learned of Pope Francis's death.
I'm not Catholic, but I feel like it's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Australians were also represented in an official capacity, with Holy See Ambassador Keith Pitt among the mourners.
To be here representing your country, representing Australia, it's a great privilege.
Over 20,000 people have so far paid their respects, spending hours in line hoping to get a glimpse of the late Pope.
So it was a mixture of sadness, and what was palpable was the faith of the people.
I felt warmth. I felt like a total flush, like a glow just kind of goes through me.
So these lines are just getting longer and longer now. They're extending well into the Roman streets, and there is a sombre feel to this crowd, but we're also getting a sense from people that they're just really eager to be a part of history.
Thousands more people are expected to descend on Rome during the period of mourning, with as many as 170 foreign delegations expected to arrive for the Pontiff's funeral on Saturday.
Right now the world is watching this event. It's quite extraordinary. I think it will be the biggest gathering of global leaders since the last Pope passed away.
Once the funeral is over and Pope Francis is laid to rest, all eyes will be on the 135 men of the conclave, tasked with electing a new pope to lead the world's 1.3 billion Catholics.
Some cardinals said that when they enter the Sixtine Chapel, they are taken by fear because they realize what a big choice they are going to make.
A momentous time for everyone involved. Elias Kluwer, ABC News, Rome.
Well, in and amongst the throngs of people there is Europe correspondent Mazoe Ford, who joins us now from Vatican City. We can see that queue right behind you.
Yes, Fauzia, there are thousands of people here, and the crowd is certainly building here. We can show you some live pictures inside St Peter's Basilica where people have been queuing up to get to file past the open casket of Pope Francis. He's dressed in red vestments there, holding a rosary, and that is a simple wooden casket at his request. Usually the body would be on an elevated platform, but the Pope's request was that it not be the case for him. Bear in mind that those people that you're seeing going past that open casket would have been waiting for many, many hours. I spoke to somebody yesterday who waited for 6 hours in the queue. So that just gives you a sense of the devotion of Catholic people who've come here, but also the high interest of non-Catholics who have just wanted to be here and be a part of history, as Elias said in that story that you just watched. Now, back out here in St Peter's Square, there's a lot going on. I'd like to take you on a bit of a tour of where I am, because we've been crossing live to you from here now for a while, so I'd like to give you a bit more of a sense of this place. So I'll take you for a bit of a walk. Yes, right behind me now you can see people queuing up to go into St Peter's Basilica to view Pope Francis's body, and that'll snake up around the circuit and go through into the Basilica up there. And there's the queues that are coming from a number of different directions, all very organised, people going through metal detectors and security checkpoints, bag checks to get through. If I swing around here, you can see this is part of the queue now that's going towards that checkpoint. A heavy security presence here, Fauzia. There are uniformed officers, there are plainclothes officers. We've been told there are snipers, bomb squad, and there are also specialist drone officers here. I was talking to one of them a little earlier who had a drone jamming gun, and what that would do is send up a drone jamming signal if any drones are coming over this no-fly zone, and bring that drone down to a safe place. Now, also swinging around a little bit further, you can see some scaffolding up there behind me, and that is where many of the world's media will be gathered to cover the funeral on Saturday. Those live hosting positions there, 2,200 media have been accredited for this event, and you can certainly feel it's very crowded to get a spot. In fact, just before I crossed live to you, a plainclothes officer came up to me and said, "You're allowed to be here just for your live cross, then you need to go back in that media pen over there." So they're certainly letting us do our jobs, which is fantastic, and there are so many people here also taking photos and just trying to be a part of this event in history. So it's a very, very busy place here in St Peter's Square, an atmosphere that is certainly sombre as people reflect on the life of Pope Francis, but there is that sense of history, people very much wanting to be here to feel this moment and be a part of it.
Yeah, it's also a testament to how much he was loved as well the world over. Now, Mazoe, we understand that a special prayer service has been held where the Pope will eventually be laid to rest. What can you tell us about the preparations for the funeral on Saturday?
Yes, well, there was that special prayer service, as you mentioned, Fauzia, last night held at Santa Maria Maggiore Basilica, which is where Pope Francis has requested to be buried, and that will happen each night now. But then, yes, looking ahead to the funeral, at the moment I've got room to move here. I was able to take you for a walk, but come Saturday, this place will be filled with 200,000 people here for the funeral. More than 100 foreign dignitaries are expected. We know that the guest list includes people such as US President Donald Trump, French President Emmanuel Macron, Prince William of the UK, Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of the UK, as well Australia's delegation led by our Governor-General Sam Mostyn. But of course, many pilgrims, many Australian pilgrims too that we've spoken to who are coming here for the funeral. So 200,000 people will be brought into this St Peter's Square to attend that funeral. But it's all very organised, orderly, and it is expected to go very, very smoothly because the Vatican has done this so many times before over the years. They've refined these processes and they're leaving nothing to chance.
All right, Mazoe Fort there reporting for us from Vatican City. Thank you.